Yes, we are live.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure talking to you from Chicago. Uh, I really wish everyone the best in finishing this conference and making this conference change the lives of young girls and women all over Kenya. This is has been a dream of mine that we empower girls and women everywhere because they are the heads of families who keep the families together and who make society function well. So we have to educate and empower our girls and women to reach the best of society and also for the economy to thrive. So this conference is happening at the very wonderful time because this is something that, especially in rural communities, has not reached the girls and women. They still think, they have to be told what to do. No, you take charge of your lives. That is the message of this conference, and you can do it. You have enough support systems, and you can be successful. If you take this message from this conference, we have achieved what the objectives of the conference are. So I really want to thank Liz, Juma, Elijah, and others who have organized this conference, and Carolyn from Chrysalis, who has made the panel work beautifully and given you a lot of things to think about. And also, you have learned a few skills that you could be using in the 21st century. My talk is going to be more on how you use your common sense to do what you need to do to be successful, and just always have that confidence within you that you can do it. That is what drives successful people, the spirit of can do, that we can do this. So, with that, let me delve into why this conference is being held now. And I have been working with Liz Juma and Carolyn for a while to make sure that this conference reaches the girls and women of Western Kenya, of Bungoma, who have the potential to change the world. So far, in the last 15 years, WEMA has been a great force for education and change in Bukembe, Bungoma area. And we have seen how, with the proper education and guidance, girls can reach their full potential. And this is the only way to significantly improve the economy of Kenya and from there for the whole world. WEMA has started a football program for girls in the last year, and this has given girls a lot of self-confidence and leadership skills. And this conference will tell you that this is something you have to nurture, and you have to practice that in your life so that you're successful, not only in the football field, but everywhere in life. And I really want to thank Elizabeth and her team there to get this conference going. And this has been a dream for Liz also for a while. She's been sharing it with me. And so I'm so glad to help in this conference. So with that, let me tell you a little bit about myself so that you put it in context of what I'm saying. I came from a rural community in India, like you girls are from. And I studied hard, did well there. So I was admitted as a student in the United States in 1970. And once I got established in Chicago and my daughter was thriving in school, I said, I have to do something for the community. So I found an opportunity to tutor mentoring of the poor girls and boys in Chicago's neighborhood. And I found out that if I gave 2 hours of my week, every week, I could transform the lives of these young people. And fortunately, my first students I tutored and mentored was a 10th grade girl who was failing in school. She was thinking of dropping out of school and doing some kind of a menial job. I told her, no, that's not possible. You can do well. I'm here to make sure that you do well, and I will give you all the help you need. So, just the 2 hours every week, I encouraged her. I went through the difficulties she was having in school, and then I helped her get better grades and confidence in herself that she can do it. She had lost her self-confidence, saying, no, I can't pass in physics, I can't pass this science subjects, math subjects, I just have to drop out. I said, no, you can do it. And she found out in the first 2 hours of interaction with me that once you understood what you're doing, take a little bit of effort to do that, then things are so easy. It's all up in your mind. If you think you cannot do it, it is difficult, it'll be difficult. But if you think I will do it, you can do it. So what are the things I did? I just boosted her self-confidence. I gave her all the things she needed to do well in the college entrance exam. She didn't do well once. I said, hey, you never give up. So I helped coach her again, and she did well and got into a prestigious university in Chicago. That was the proudest moment for her, especially for me, to see that 2 hours of mine could change a girl's life, and she can be on a path to reach her full potential. And then I served as a role model for her because in her community, there were no role models. She said, I have a single mother, I have siblings to take care of. What do you expect of me? I said, I expect you to do all that and more. And so you can do it. And she did it. So with that experience, I want to just share with you a few do's and don'ts to be successful in your life. The word discipline is so important in everyone's life. This is what distinguishes a successful person from a person who just is, foundering in life and doesn't know what to do. So discipline, and if you develop it and practice it, that will really change your life. What do you mean by discipline? You can ask me. See, it's a well-planned life where the goal is always kept in mind. We all have goals to be successful, to do well for ourselves, for our family, for our friends. And if that is the goal, if you don't work towards that goal, how will you reach it? Doesn't make sense, right? So once your goal is clear that I want to be better than where I am right now, and the only way is to get good education, learn a few other skills. Once you decide that, no obstacle can stop you from reaching it. All the other things are just excuses if you do not focus on your goal. But if you focus on your goal, all the other things just disappear because your mind is fixed on something you need to get. So you have to get up at a particular time every day, including weekends. You cannot just say I'm lazying, and because this habit, once it forms, it stays with you throughout your life. Doing your daily exercises. As a boy, I used to play a lot of sports. You're young people, you've got to play a lot of sports. Go out in the fresh air, walk, play sports, team sports. Eat right. There's a lot of temptations these days to eat fatty foods and snacks. Avoid them because in the long run, they will hurt you. And then your duty as a student is to study well in school. Just do that. Then another very, very, very important do is never get affected by peer pressure. What do I mean by peer pressure? That's what the word we use in the US a lot. It means friends urging you to get into bad habits or doing the wrong things. Because, hey, it's fun, let's come on, do it. But you don't get into it because your goal is set that I am going to be successful and be somebody in this life. So if you need support, you have your parents, your aunts, uncles, teachers, and other elders that you know in the community, your grandparents. All these are wonderful people to guide you, to tell you the right things to do, because they always want the best for you and they have experience in life. So do that and develop this circle of support. Like this, you're having this circle of support here in this conference today. You have a circle of support right with you at all times. So use that and not be affected by peer pressure. Then this circle I've talked about of friends who will help you in reaching your goal. There are kids in class who do well, who study well. They should be your role model. If you have difficulty in any subject, you go to them. And then if they can't help you, then go to your teacher. So again, this circle of friends is something you develop, and that's where you learn how to work with each other, how to help each other. This is what life is all about, helping each other reach our goals. So these friends can be a source of support in your school and during your difficult times. Make sure you stay in touch with them through school and college, because these friendships, once formed at a young age, can stay with you and be your support system for life. Learn teamwork, because this is essential in your life. No man is an island is a very apt saying. Nobody can do anything by themselves. They can only do so much, very little. But if you join as a team, the impossible becomes possible. So how do people like Barack Obama reach success? They have a wonderful group of people along with them. They work as a team and then get things done to change the world. So teamwork teaches you how to compromise with others and gives you a spirit of give and take. What I have, I'll give it to the others. What they have as a skill, as a good habit, I'm going to learn from them. There are many opportunities for teamwork in your school. So seek them, learn from them. Volunteering for extracurricular activities is a good way to learn this skill. Because apart from your subjects, there's so many other things to learn in school. There could be a debate society, it could be something to help with some program going on in school. Volunteer for them. Take interest. Show that initiative. Then others will help you. Others will give you this opportunity, and you learn. Every experience is a learning experience to improve your life. And this is something which you have learned from the panel before earlier, but take interest in math, science, reading, and writing. These are the basic foundations for your life. Because without math, you can't survive in managing your own money. Science, how things operate, how you can use science is progressing so much, and science and technology are progressing fast in the 21st century. And if you don't take interest in science and learn how things work, you will be left behind. And reading is an excellent habit. My daughter started reading books at age 3. And now, even though she has a busy career as a lawyer, she reads books every week, some books to enhance her knowledge and keep her knowledge growing. So constantly learn reading, make it as a good habit. And then, previous slide for a second, please. And then these subjects will help you get into college. And I gave you the example of my daughter who made reading a habit at a very young age and stays with you. Her vocabulary is so amazing that I don't know things, I call her up and say, hey, what does this mean? Instead of looking at up Google, because she has used those words in her writing, her reading. So I ask her and she's helpful. So this is the kind of habits you develop in school, which will stay with you throughout life. So reading, writing, math, science, these things are the foundations. Don't make the foundation is weak, a building is weak. Similarly, if your foundation is weak, you cannot be very successful in life. So learn these things and seek help when you need them. Next slide. So in conclusion, I'm going to tell you a few points. I want you to keep this in your mind at all times, irrespective of what else you're learning. So this has exposed you to great ideas and leaders from your community from around the world. You're hearing because of modern technology. I'm sitting in Chicago at my home and I can talk to you. Reflect on these ideas and lessons you have learned during this conference. Practice them during your daily lives. Practice is a very, very, very important word. Many people have a lot of great ideas, but if they don't put it into practice, these are all useless. They just stay in the mind or as good intentions and do not help you. So practice, practice, practice. And the more you practice, you get better at that. Feel free to reach out to the people you met today for further help in doing well in your school and be successful in reaching your goals. Again, this support system is there. Unless you ask, nobody can help you. So ask, never be shy. You're helping yourself. If you don't help yourself, who can help you? So always remember, I am my best friend. I am going to help myself. And to help myself, if I need help, I'm going to ask others who can help me. And these 3 C's have been my guiding habits throughout my life. Stay calm at all times, because once you have done your best, the rest is in God's hands. You cannot worry about it. So staying calm, getting frustrated, your mind doesn't work. Your mind just says, I cannot support you if you don't let me. So if you stay calm, your mind is there, available to you 100%, and you can use it and you can solve any problem in life. Be self-confident. This is a very, very, very important thing, because girls always feel, oh, I should listen to others. I don't know what to do. You develop your own confidence based on your experiences. Making mistakes is absolutely fine. Okay, by doing mistakes, you learn from them. So by being self-confident, you become your best friend. And how do you gain self-confidence? By reading some good inspirational stories. I read stories of powerful men and women around the world who have achieved impossible things. Coming from a very poor background, they have reached the highest positions available. And for me, Barack Obama, who was originally, his father is from Kenya, he is my role model. He came from such simple background, but through his hard work and always sticking to his goal of doing better for himself, doing better for his community, doing better for the country, he became the president. And he was a leader, world leader for 8 years. So if Barack Obama can do it, you can do it. Just follow the things he did. Be cheerful so you can be happy and spread that cheeriness to others. So calm, confident, cheerful. Remember that. Practice them, practice them, practice them, and you will be successful in life. So with these messages, I want to conclude my remarks and tell you the world is out there for you to go and get it. Opportunities are there. You just have to make up your mind, because your mind can become your best friend if you make it up that I want to reach my goal. So keep the goal clearly in your mind and keep striving every day. Never, ever, ever, ever give up. Okay? With that, I'll answer any questions, or if you're ready for concluding remarks for the conference, I will just listen to it. Thank you.
Look, I'm just asking Liz if they have any questions so that they can pass them on.
Thank you so much.
She's says just a moment, so she's checking with them right now.
Okay, thank you. Your panel went well?
Yeah, we had 30 minutes, but it went well. It went well.
Wonderful.
Let me come on so you can see me instead of me
Yeah,
hiding behind. But
no,
we are live right now, so I wanted to.
yeah, thank you.
They've been in that hall for the whole day, no? This is the end of the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody's willing, wanting to
Yeah.
go out and have some
Yeah.
fresh air.
There must have been a lot
Yeah,
going on with the workshops, and
yeah,
you'll have done a marvelous job.
yeah. You know, again, in the last few weeks, really pulled it off beautifully.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We'll do more of these
Definitely.
in different parts of Africa and wherever you want.
Yeah, yeah.
This whole conference will be available on YouTube, right? I think.
Okay, she's saying someone is asking a question.
Mhm.
While she's typing, sorry, you were saying something?
I said, we should do these things periodically to get people that self confidence that they can be whatever they want to be.
Yes. And to that point, there's a girl asking, how can you help girls like her? Someone from the audience, that's the question.
I can give you good advice as to what to do in your school, in your life, and also I can connect you with some people I know in Kenya, and then if you are ambitious and want to come to the US, I can help you, apply for colleges or whatever you want to do. Just my life experiences coming from a rural community in India to the US, I can share every bit of it to help you reach. You have to be clear in your goal as to what you want to do. Then I can help you get there.
Wonderful. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.
Yeah, if we've come to the end of your presentation, please let me know how you'd like to. Shall we end the
Yeah.
live?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. For everyone watching in, on behalf of Dr. Oh, there's one more question coming in.
Yeah.
The question is, there are students who have finished their high school education and they don't have jobs. How can they be helped?
Again, there are two routes to get a job. One is vocational skilling, which WEMA has started through the Technical Training Institute, and we'll be expanding this in the coming years into many other fields. We just started with construction and plumbing, but we will start in hospitality, beauty, the industry, so many other things. We'll be opening up those things in Kenya. So that is one thing where you can get a job with about 3 to 4 months of training and then slowly learn on the job. Other is you have to apply to a 2 year college because college just opens your mind to different ideas, to more reading, writing. So if you think 4 year college is too much for me, I can't afford it, I don't have the time, I don't have the resources, you start taking online courses. You can take, classes, 1 or 2 classes every semester, and slowly, while working and making some money, do it. We call it the cooperative program here in US, where people work and still go to school. And instead of finishing this school in 2 or 4 years, they take longer. But they're gaining work experience and making money to to send themselves through school. So you can do that. So decide. You have to decide. I really like to work with my hands. I like to work with people. Just a quick way is to get into vocational training, and that is available all over Kenya now. And we are working with the Department of Vocational Education Training in Kenya, so we can guide you in that. So these are two routes, and you decide. Talk to Liz, and whatever I can do from this side, I will help you.
Let me check if they have any other questions. Yes, so she says we can end there.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for watching in and the wonderful questions and the interaction. We look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you all.